That's why I said, shorty, y'all not mad at us black men. Y'all mad at y'all daddies. And it's the truth. Y'all not mad at us. Y'all mad at y'all daddies. Listen, man, this is real shit. To go feel that, and you gotta really look at this, man. This is real shit. Most women, to go feel that heartache, you would really look at your baby daddy or something and realize he kind of like your father. You wonder why he absent from your kids and all of that. That's because your father taught you that there was love from a man. Now, when you went to go seek out, you went to go find the love that was the most similar, the most was your father. Even if he wasn't there, that still was the first one you learned. And that fucked him up. I'm telling you, cuz that's why the black man.
We doing all this business stuff and whatnot, and doing all this community work. We're not doing family work. You gotta really get in tune with really getting back to the family. Like, sit down with your family. You need a space, you need a time, and you need some food.
It ain't that hard to get family together.
Yeah, I'm just trying to run a checkup like a doctor. All of them are acting, need an Oscar. I just want a couple grand and make the family proud. I'm sick of penny pinching like a foster. I need some pinching off the.
Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. We got number one podcast. Hold on. I'm gonna explain why I said it like that in a minute, because this tooth is fake. And I'm gonna get into it.
Oh man.
Number one podcast for getting families back together. We are intergenerational dysfunction, one family at a time.
One family at a time.
That's what we're doing. Because family is the foundation of freedom. We're gonna chop all that up. I don't know, we might leave it in there. We'll see. It's been a minute. We getting back into
that
it.
in there, cuz.
We out of practice a little. Been a little minute. But we back though. I'll explain why.
Explain why. Go ahead,
man,
let it go, man. We ain't about to hold it. You know me, man. We letting it go out the gate. Let them know out the gate.
So, it's been a little minute. We want to drop the date where we at. It's spring.
Just drop what's going on.
It's springtime. It's springtime a little bit.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded a new podcast of Lead Your Lineage since the winter time.
Yeah.
Here's why. So, I had to have several dental surgeries. This tooth right here. Well, it's number 9 for my people, my dentist people. I had to get that extracted. If you know, you know.
Cause we're toothless.
Now, why I'm mentioning this is because a part of leading your lineage, for me, is health.
Yep.
So I couldn't be walking around here with a jacked up tooth. But my thing is health. Because I'm not walking the things I'm talking, essentially. And I had to take care of that. And that shit is not inexpensive at all.
You know, they know that I know.
Absolutely. And it's
costs a little
bad.
And if they've been watching, man, ain't that crazy, y'all? Because if you people who've been tuning in, if you go back then, I was having this same discussion a year ago. I don't know on what exact episode, but I'll probably find it and put it in the show notes or whatnot. But yeah, going through the same thing, cuz ain't that crazy? But let them know, cuz I was just saying, it's the same tooth, cuz lost his tooth. That's what he get. That's what I said. Yeah. What goes around comes around. Don't be laughing at a motherfucker, man. Hey.
I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
Hey. So why the hell was you laughing?
I knew it was coming. I was like, shit. I'm gonna have to do this shit too. I didn't know how long it was gonna take for me to get it done, but I had to get it done.
Man, but it makes something out of you though, man. It really do, man.
I'm different.
Man, yeah. That's what I was saying. You really learn, like, man, damn, I be tripping about a tooth. I'm not a tooth.
And
I am me. Me is me. Me is I am.
And it's the other thing too, cause when I still had to fucking show up.
Yeah.
Me feeling all types of fucked up.
Yeah.
I still had to show up.
Yeah.
I still had to show up for my job.
Yeah.
Still had to show up for my business, Lead Your Lineage. I still had to show up for myself. Still had to show up for my other responsibilities. It's like, yo, I didn't feel like it. I still had to. So it took me to a different level. it really made me appreciate what a journey is. I mean, it really made me appreciate just being able to have even though it's an investment in my health, right? Just to be able to have the resources to do that. I said that shit was not. It's not cheap. It's not inexpensive. It's definitely an investment for sure. But just knowing that I had the ability to be able to do that, that's some people that may not have it, but still gotta figure it out. That thing, man.
They gonna be like, what happened to these and these? Cuz lost a tooth.
Yeah. And I wasn't about to put an episode out where I got a hole.
Cuz lost a tooth.
I wasn't about to do it.
I wasn't either. I know how it is.
I wasn't
about to be doing that.
But if you saw me, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But just your boy got a smile back though.
Yeah, that stuff, because man, that stuff is, I know how it is though. Showing up, I still, at the time when that happened to me, and this is before I had the flipper, you know what I mean? I had to show up and still do a couple of the original people pop-up shops that I signed up for. I still had to do a couple of them. I already done paid, had to give my money.
Yep.
Man, it's a journey, man, and I really learned that, man. People do say appearance make a person and all that, but after you learn that, it's like, yeah, it does, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you make you.
Yep.
You make your image. Think about it. How many times have you met this is for both sexes, how many times you met a pretty female or a beautiful chick or whatever you think she is, and you really got to meet her as a personality, and she legit don't look good to you no more. Like, you legit see the in her. You be like, ain't no way I thought she was beautiful. You know what I mean? Or ain't no way I thought he was. Man, that shit is real, because your personality, which in your inside, it eventually shows.
Absolutely.
It eventually shows. When somebody get to knowing you, talking to you, being around you, it eventually shows. All that, so all that.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, all that, what glamour ain't gold is true. For real, man. You get to meet something and then you be like, this is glitter.
And the other thing with that too, because when I was telling people, like, hey man, like, yeah, I had to get my tooth extracted, etc., etc. I was telling people that, just being transparent. People was like, man, this one fake too. I had to go do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, would have never known.
Everybody, you know me, I laughed at his
never known. And I was laughing at him too. It is what it is.
We family, man.
Absolutely, y'all
people get different responses from a friend and a family. People be nicer. For some odd reason, what the fuck is up with that? You gonna be nicer to a friend, your family member loses a tooth, you laughing at them, your co-worker, you trying to console them. That's crazy. But anyway, though, cuz
that's what. But just being able to have the appreciation of that journey. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. It's been.
The journey is to lose a tooth. If you lost a tooth, comment down below. Comment down below.
Let us know.
I want to know what tooth you lost, man. Shit.
I lost number 9.
Man, cause you know why I probably didn't fuck me up. But you gotta remember, I lost my tooth a couple times, man. I done got my tooth chipped over 11 times. Cause lost my tooth. When the boys beat me, they knocked my teeth out. I didn't have my front teeth. Man, I was going to school like that, bro. But like, damn, what happened? But when I was locked up in juvenile, my shit was like that. And I got out when I went, man, all that, man, it was like that for a minute. I ain't give a damn. Shit, man.
And that also another part of that journey too is being able to really see like who really rock with you.
Yeah.
But also on the other side of that too is like in the journey, you actually care about that more than the other people do because it's literally you.
Yeah, bro. Nobody else give a fuck.
Really, people really didn't care about that for real.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, can you get this done for me?
Yeah, people still got something to do. We still trying to move on forward, like, man.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of people, man, out there, man.
Like, I would tell people, like, hey, I might have a missing tooth, but I still have a heart to help people. My brain still work.
Yeah.
That's what got me through that journey. I kept telling myself that every single time, either whether I said it out loud or I said it to myself internally. I had to find something.
Cousin lost his tooth and went on a tooth journey.
The tooth tour.
A tooth tour. You know that.
Ain't nothing but the tooth tour.
You know,
we can do that, cuz. We can do that.
Ain't nothing but the tube.
Ain't nothing but the tube. Nothing but the tube. Cause we all that. Hey, it's coming soon. I love it. I love it.
No, man, no, for real though, cuz, man. What was I about to say, man? The tooth, man.
The tooth?
Something about
you was about to tell the tooth?
No, man, that tooth, man, leaving that, all that tooth, man, like I said, it's really you, cuz. If you got something to do, you got something to prove and all that, man. Somebody gonna look at you, they see who you are, they be around you, cuz. That's just the tooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real. Look, hey, one thing I didn't do though was eat in front of people, man. I couldn't take my flipper out. I felt like that was nasty, disgusting. You know, take my flipper out and then eat and then that's too much. You know what I mean? But
yeah, my dentist was like, hey man, look, you don't gotta take it out, keep it in. I kept mine in for if I'm in public. I usually didn't eat like that in public, for real. But if I had the opportunity to, I'd keep it in.
And now if I'm at a restaurant now and I'm sitting at the table, I ain't giving them.
That's what I did. I did that one time. I'm like, man, I ain't about to keep doing this.
A tooth is a tooth, man.
That's it.
For real, cuz.
That's it.
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
Man. You know what, man? Cuz
what's up?
You know, since we've been on here a long time, it's a lot of stuff I've been kind of contemplating on, looking at, sitting at, and narrating and observating.
Marinate.
Yeah, all of that, man.
Marinating, I got you.
Marinating, all that.
Language is fluid, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I realized, man, it's something that we always talk about the black man, but it's affected the black woman too. And I've been seeing it because I'm a father.
What you mean?
We always, for instance, and it's not our fault. It's just not our fault. But it's just because it's easier to pinpoint it out. Everybody talks about the black man, how we struggle from the single parent home, from the single mother, from not having a father in our home. Mm-hmm. Women have too, cuz.
Everybody.
The woman has too. And that's why she's at a war. In my opinion, this is one thing I have talked to many women about this theory. They say this could be one angle true, you know? And it's like, I feel like that's why they so upset. You gotta remember, cuz, the first relationship is with your parent. You know, most people, even with most men who had a bad relationship with their mom and all that, most has a bad relationship with women most of the time. You know what I mean? Same thing with women, cuz we gotta start thinking about this on a bigger scale, bro. They're humans like us. Mm-hmm. A lot of these women had absent fathers. Yeah. Fathers wasn't there. Father didn't teach her how to do this, how to address a man, how a man think, or how a man want, or whatever comes to a man. You know, not even just that, not even know how to take care of a man, even just to take authority figure from a man. She didn't even learn that in the household, just like the black man did. Just like we didn't either. That's why we have our time. The black woman has suffered from that same issue. And that's why I said, Charlotte, y'all not mad at us black men, y'all mad at y'all daddies. And it's the truth. Y'all not mad at us, y'all mad at y'all daddies. Listen, man, this is real shit. To go feel that, and you gotta really look at this, man. This is real shit. Most women, to go feel that heartache, you would really look at your baby daddy or something and realize he kind of like your father. You wonder why he absent from your kids and all of that. That's because your father taught you that was love from a man. Now, when you went to go seek out, you went to go find the love that was the most similar, the most was your father. Even if he wasn't there, that still was the first one you learned. And that fucked him up. I'm telling you, cuz that's why the black man and the black woman is at war, odds with each other right now. There ain't no fucking logic going on. Ain't nobody thinking. Everybody's frustrated and got this single mother mindset and implemented them in them. Either if it's the man or the woman in the black community. It's for real, cuz the black woman went through the same shit. We gotta stop saying that they didn't, cuz. They went through the same stuff. They got affected just like us, cuz.
I hear you wholeheartedly.
For real. The effects look different. Now, people be like, see, look, it's different because they be like, oh, well, black women is graduating at a higher rate. Black women are more on their shit. Duh. Because it's a difference. Growing up as a black man, having no structure and needing to be the provider and having this testosterone and all of that is a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? So we can't do all the comparing, but we can find out that we both are suffering and this is why. That's why we so much at odds with each other. I'm tired of seeing us at odds with each other. We gotta start understanding why we at odds with each other. And we keep making the same mistake. And then the problem is too, my wife asked me this, she said, what's one step forward? Because I was saying how, one thing we need in the community is the black woman to start understanding all that too. The black man understanding too. We need to stop being honest. She said, so what's one thing black women can have? I said, black people, period. Not just black women and black, especially the black woman, you know. Stop supporting y'all sons when they go to jail. Stop supporting these stupid shit. That's step one. I can give a perfect example. For instance, those, you know me, I normally don't talk about controversial stuff, right? But I'm going to do it because I have to. Those 11 dudes, I don't want to say their names because I ain't got nothing to do with nothing they got to do with going on. Those 11 males who escaped the penitentiary or whatever they escaped, who escaped jail, prison, whatever they escaped.
I got you.
Everybody talked about them and had money and bet money against odds and who's going to get caught first. If we took that same energy and shared and liked and put money against 11 men in the group that's doing positive, we'll be doing better in life, cuz.
Absolutely.
And I can give a perfect example. People are like, well, where are these groups at? I can name 5 groups off the top of my head. 5. So we got so going back to what I said, that all comes from this absent father, man. They nobody hears the black man until we go off, till we go to jail, till we get killed. Now when we go to jail, everybody giving their money to support us. Why you couldn't support me when I tried to start a business? Now when we dead, everybody misses us and say how much of a good person. Why you couldn't tell us that when we was alive?
For sure.
So going back to that point, that's because here's another thing too. There's so much I've been sitting on, and going back to that point where the black woman suffered, that's where she suffered from. A lot of these black women, it's going on.
We doing all this
What's
business.
going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Yo, friends and family reunion, Saturday, July 12th.
We rolling back again.
Absolutely. Man,
It's
look,
back at it again,
if you missed it last year, you should have been there. We had over
out.
100 people there. Had a Soul Train line. We had free food for the people.
Music.
We had music, games, all the above, man.
We had everybody. We had our family there. We had probably somebody in your family there.
For sure.
But we had strangers there. Hey, this is the time where if you ain't got nobody, you don't feel like it's hard to find family and your family messed up, you got us. This is your time to come out. You gonna meet somebody, and this is for real, man. Our last event, people were just changing numbers and actually meeting and gaining relationships with the people they just met there. So you come out here, and you come and get family. For real. Come and meet a stranger that's family.
Absolutely.
For real.
Saturday, July 12th at Northwest Way Park.
Yeah.
We out there. Check the details below. We're gonna see y'all soon. Lead Your Lineage, lead your lineage. Peace.
Three, two, one.
Cause it goes back to, like I was saying, that's because the black woman, she ain't never had or saw somebody support a black man going through something positive. That's why that's why moms and all that quit. And not moms, grandmas, everybody, quit to support the community, especially the black women. Because it's most of the time black women who send money to the penitentiary. We just gonna keep it 100. Most of the time it's black women, grandmas, aunties, girlfriends, you know what I mean? They're the ones. So if we can get y'all to start doing it, stop sending them money. Do it, send that money to another man, positive man. You know what I mean? But like I said, it goes back to the black woman never seeing that. Her daddy was locked up. Her mama had to give her money. Her daddy wasn't nothing. He came in and out of her life. You know what I mean? So she learned those things and saw that there was love. For real, cause it affected the black woman.
No, that's real.
It affected the black woman just as much as it affected the black man.
All of the situations we've been introduced to, essentially, it's been a mutation of what originally was supposed to be. What I mean by that is what you just alluded to, what you just broke down in your own unique way was the result of our roots of not being in family. Because a black man and a black woman raising a black child. I'm using that example. I really don't care about interracial relationships. If people do that, that's cool. That's on them. That's all love. But I'm talking about my experience: black mom, black dad, black child. My experience, right? In that regard, when we look at the root of raising a child, where this young woman became a black woman and this young man became a black man, right? The root of it was family. Because that trifecta, that triangle, it was missing something. The Holy Trinity, right? We get it from the biblical perspective, people get it. What's a different Holy Trinity we talking about? We're talking about father, mother, child. That's what we're talking about. If that's the root of what we're talking about, which I believe it is, the roots were disconnected. And then we got the fruit of what you just alluded to. So like we've been saying, and we're going to continue to say, when we get the family back together, everything around us changes. So if you came from a situation that Cuz just described, you have to be the change that you want to see. If you came from another situation that's similar, you have to be the change. It's on us. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, let me stop there and start at the beginning of the day. At the beginning of the day, we give thanks to the Creator for waking you up, and then it's on you. We have everything that we need, y'all. And I'm saying it like this because I'm not here to be liked by the masses. I'm only here to be respected by my lineage. You have everything that you need. You have the ability to control the controllables. Little did we know, tomorrow it might be a tornado that comes in over the whole city. Then it might be over. But what can you do today to move your family in a better direction? That's the conversation we need to start having. We need to stop talking about stuff that's irrelevant, that doesn't help the family unit become better. All your conversations have to be surrounding some this is a multifaceted issue to fix the family, right? So many different issues. You got poverty, you got health, you got generational wealth, you got incarceration, you got the systemic oppression or racism, whatever, right? But at the beginning of the day, you got to control what you can control. And so the people in your bloodline, they can have that same type of responsibility. You just got to communicate.
You know the problem though, because we don't know the core. We don't know what's going on. Like I said, we don't realize that the woman is affected in certain ways too, and this is why the community is at odds with each other. The problem is, we sit in poverty, we sit in this war between each other, and we don't find the history of why. Why are we at odds? Why we never ask why? Why is this going on? Why everybody else can get it going on while we can't?
That's the root.
You hear why, but you know what we don't do? Research. No one does the research. You hear why, but no one does the research. People always say, well, if we were so powerful, how did we lose power? Man, if you read, I can give you a couple books. If you read, it tells you. The research is what we have to do. When we find the research, now we can find a solution. Because now we know, now we did the research. Think about it. It's just like writing a paper. It's just like playing football. You got to do the research on the team. You got to do the research on the information you writing about, on the topic you writing about. You got to find the information, the resource to see why we doing this.
Even that, and I agree with you 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I agree with you 1,000,000%, cuz even that's subjective though, and this is why. Because anybody can make up some numbers and create their own narrative and publish it, right? Anybody can do that. Even I promise you, I'm in 1,000,000% in agreement with what cuz said.
Yeah.
But we have to tap into. It's a quote that kind of was like shaping my reality from Dr. Deborah Blair. And this brother said, truth is only truth when you decide it's the truth. So whether you decided the story of Jesus is your truth, the story of Muhammad is your truth, the story of Buddha is your truth, the story of your ancestors is your truth, the story of Kenya, whatever story you decided is true, you gotta live by that and stand on that shit. We don't stand on shit no more. And I'm in agreement with you 1,000,000%, cuz all that is subjective, because we have to make a choice and figure out what our truth is. And that's an internal thing that you got to do. I really can't describe the spiritual context of that.
That's what I'm saying though, cuz. How you gonna figure the truth if you do no research on whatever truth? Even define your truth.
Absolutely.
You have to do research for yourself.
Absolutely.
So no matter what you do, you gotta do, when you trying to figure out who you are, you gotta do research of yourself. You gotta look in the mirror, to look into your DNA, look into your own actions.
And this is something I did too, to get practical on this.
That's what we gotta do, cuz.
When I was in that, and I have a book titled Knowing a Stranger Within too, that helps you with this blueprint. And you purchase one of those books, it also helps support Lead Your Lineage. We got the link below, tap in. Because if you don't know who you are, it's hard to lead your family away from dysfunction. That's a little ad we got to put in there real quick.
Yeah.
But yes, what you're saying, I agree with you 1,000,000%. When you are, what's the right word I can use here? When you are unaware of who you are, it's really hard to correct these flaws that you're in control of. For example, I know my father had health issues. And based on how I was raised, how I grew up, if I kept doing the same things I was doing based on genetics, research, that's another form of research, genetics, I was probably going to suffer the same fate as he had. So I had to look in the mirror and like, okay, we got to switch things up and do something different. So I started with the research in my own household, in my own blood. I looked at my mother and my father. What traits from them do I have? What traits from them that support me? What traits from them that I have that I need to let go of, that aren't in alignment with why I'm even here? And my parents did the best they could with what they had. And I'm pretty sure that was the intention of most of the people that raised us. But like us, if you gotta do the research to figure out where you wanna go or where we have been before to get back to where we need to go. Because we don't. Same stuff gonna repeat over and over again. But we are in control of what keeps happening. Because the Creator, God, the Most High, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, whatever you believe in, gave us everything that we needed. Like it's on us. To keep this shit super simple, it's on us.
That's what I was saying, cuz.
Absolutely.
I've been preaching that, man. It's on us, man. But
it's us.
But no. I want to go back to what you said. Going back to the same functions.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in the suit, falling in the same boat. I feel like that gets praised. that gets praised for some odd reason. Us,
I see why you say that.
it gets praised. We want to be the single mom. We want our black woman to be the single mom. We want our black man to be dead like that. It gets praised. We want to sit in poverty. We want to complain about wealth gap. You know, man, the best thing we could do, to be honest, and that we are doing. I feel like a lot of us is doing. The best thing we can do is take step by step, like we doing with Lead Your Lineage. Like we doing with our everyday tasks. When you go to work every day, think about it, man. Your boss give you a different day-to-day task.
Yeah.
To accomplish a bigger goal, even if you don't know what's going on. You just gotta take it step by step, cause I feel like the problem is we're not taking those steps. We sitting here just looking. Like I said, man, we had a chance. We had the biggest problem right now, cause the biggest problem right now is that we are at odds at ourselves. The black man fighting the black woman. The black man fighting the black man. The black woman fighting the black man. The black woman fighting the black woman. But I feel like black women kind of got their little power. They kind of clicking together a little bit better. Us men got to click together too, man. For real, cuz that's what we got to do. I feel like the biggest problem right now is that we at odds with each other, and the biggest reason why we at odds with each other is because of the absent father. So the man is acting like emotional man, don't know how to control his emotions, and the woman think that she acting like a man because she think that she got to take care of this and take care of that. So she feels like she's sitting in masculine energy and she really not. It's just a whole, because they don't know what masculine, how the hell you gonna sit in masculine energy and you don't know what it is? Well, none of it, Charlie ain't have a daddy too.
Yeah, we have to redefine what
all of this is, not even just how it works for. Well, we gotta figure out how it works for all of us, man. We gotta figure out, like, we can't look at the white people map and be like, oh, this is how the white people do it. We need to do it like that. No, we gotta keep it 100. We gotta look at most brothers, man. We need something to help us build. Man, most sisters need somebody to help them build. We expecting all this from each other, and we forgetting that black folks, we as a whole have a 38,000 somewhere around there, 38,000, a ratio number. That's what most of us is making as a whole.
You talking about income per year?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
38,000, something like that, 38, 34.
So like you talking about like the average household income?
Yeah, for black folks.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we got to put that in consideration. So what can we do together?
Heal.
Because most of those homes are separate. Most of those homes, if you take it in consideration and think about it, right? We make the least. That's because most of those homes are separate. So if we take that, if most of us is making 38,000 or whatever, I was right, or was it 34?
I'm looking it up. So this is coming from the United States Census Bureau. Where's income, housing, living arrangements, education, economy, income. So per capita income in the past 12 months, and this was in 2000 and 2023, and the study was from 2019 to 2023.
What's the numbers, cuz?
It was $43,289.
Okay, so 43,000. So I went too far from it. 43,000, right? If we that's not a lot.
No, absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
If we talking about raising a family.
Yeah, that's not a lot at all.
Like, and just look at it on this aspect of it too. Now, give it back to you. Cause if we talking about like a lot of stuff online, which I don't agree with, like how is a man taking care of a family of 4 on average with $42,000 in today's economy?
See, let me tell you, most of those
like just working one job, you know.
Because people are, man, they struggling. It's a lot of people struggling, cause
and that's why we are where we at, because we struggling.
It's a lot of people struggling, bro. It's a lot of people struggling, cause but at the same time, a lot of those houses are coming from one income person, one person going to work. A lot of single parent homes. So if you take that,
we need family.
So if you take that single parent home, that $42,000 a year we making, and put another person who making $42,000 a year together, you get what?
You got 84,000.
84,000 now. Now we getting to that $100K you want
but then
year.
Then we
now
go back
we
to
getting
this
closer.
too. If we were talking about this off camera, right? That we're communal people. But we intentionally siloed ourselves. We truly, in our true nature, going back to the research you talked about earlier, going back to, we have conversations with your elders, how they used to live. It was, your grandmama and granddad had like 10, 11 kids, right? Like, for example, my grandfather, he had at least 8 children. That's on my mom's side. Dad's side, grandfather had several children, but I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. But it was hella people in the house. Whole different economy back then, all that good stuff, right? Completely comprehend that. But it was a family effort. It wasn't just me and my son. It was literally my grandmother, my grandfather, your uncle, your auntie, your mom, your dad, you and your siblings and your little cousins. All of y'all lived in the same area. Y'all lived in the same space. And if we go back to Africa and use that example, that's how they live over there.
Imagine all those
like the real Africa.
Imagine all those 42,000s in one house.
Absolutely.
Man, we so that's what I'm
saying.
And
people do, and other cultures do it over here too.
We gotta find what works for us.
Absolutely.
We keep trying to look at other people, how everybody else doing it in the household. That's why we at, oh, this is what a man look like. Oh, this is what a woman look like. This is what black folks are struggling like. Because
that's real.
We talking like this. This is what we struggling like, man. So let's look at how we can fix that, man. I'm telling you, man. Man, if it wasn't, like I told Cuz earlier, if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be on this.
Say it again.
I wouldn't be on this. Man, it takes that sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm an entrepreneur. I go to school. I work. I homeschool.
Indeed. Absolutely, do a phenomenal job.
And I still got to be a daddy and a husband and a son and everything, a brother and everything else.
I'm gonna give you your flowers. Me knowing what you shared with me about your life story, cuz about your life's experiences, you're doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, cuz
don't ever let nobody take that away from you. I know you don't.
Yeah, I
but
appreciate
if anybody attempting to downplay my cousin, you got smoke with me too.
I appreciate it, cuz. But shit, I don't give a damn. They can downplay themselves before they
I ain't let nobody talk bad about you and what you done overcame, cuz ain't no fucking way.
I feel you, cuz.
Ain't no way. I ain't going.
I be there. I'm definitely appreciated. I just be telling people I ain't halfway done yet, cuz. Not halfway. That's what I'm trying to tell people out here. Yeah. And how did I do this? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I got a podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Excuse me. Damn, y'all, black women suffering too. Because me and my wife have conversations. We give each other grace. I'm seeing stuff. Oh, damn, this is what the black woman fall. This is how the black man thinking. We learning, talking from each other, understanding that the cards that was played. You know what I mean? I'm looking out, I'm talking to y'all, letting y'all know what's going on so y'all can have a functioning family, so y'all can get to know how to do things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People be like, damn, bro, you do all of that. Yeah, I do all that, but my wife worked hard too. You know what I mean? My wife worked hard too. I'm not the only one building this, man. And a lot of times we get this sense, especially our black women right now, want this fucking this house already fucking built. Then all this, and most of the time they're not even thinking. If my house already built and I got everything here shining and golden, why do I need you for it? Why do I need you for it? Why do I need you for? Why you want to be ass? You want to be some? Oh, if I come to your kingdom is gonna grow this big, and it's gonna be this many. That's how it's supposed to be. Since we live in Africa, this a European thought of shit. European hated women. That's why they women had to stay in the house, couldn't work, couldn't do nothing. They didn't like that shit. They didn't want to do that shit. That was forced. That's why it was easier for them to take our women, because our women was free. Our women could have land. Our women could go outside without a man. Our women was queens. You know what I mean? We gotta get back onto the shit we was doing. Everybody always, what happened? I don't even mess with celebrities, but you know, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they doing it. They both getting money. I don't, and you know who else secretly doing it? The white folks. You look into these white folks, it's not, like we always say, they running as families. It's not everybody, son, daughter, he, she, he, don't matter who the fuck you is in that family, you better be making some money some type of way doing something. We gotta get over this one person gonna do it all type shit. We all gotta come in. Even if you ain't working or doing something, you gotta be doing something. We all gotta be building this building. Absolutely. They have tricked us, man. We don't wanna do it they have keep fucking our minds up.
And even like in the most natural form of unity, right?
Yeah.
If we go back to 100 years, 1925, right? Everybody had to put in some work. Everybody was outside.
We got to.
Sharecropping in their own garden. They had their own business. Black Wall Street was popping. Black Wall Streets across the country were thriving. There was a lot of opposition for sure. Can't neglect that at all. Definitely was different times. I'm not ignorant to that at all. My grandfather was 92, so he was born a little bit after 1925. So I'm not ignorant to that fact at all. But everybody back 100 years ago, everybody had to put in work. As soon as you could put in some work, you had to put in some work.
Part of family, bro. That's
regardless
what I
if
said.
you work for a corporation,
yeah,
or you out in the sticks, you gotta go get this cattle together. You gotta go tend to these dogs. You gotta tend to these sheep. You gotta go tend to your land. You gotta go till the land. You gotta go harvest your fruits and vegetables. You gotta go chop up your meat if that's what you eat, and you gotta go hunt. Like you gotta clean the food, cook the food.
Responsibilities, that's what I'm saying. Cause you know, me and my wife, we looking for another woman, and I said, man, if I ever get on the Pop Balloon channels, I'm gonna just talking crazy. You know, I'm not gonna do it. But you know, I said, man, I'm gonna tell them like this.
I will watch that.
I don't want no princess. If you want princess treatment, pop your balloon. I want a queen. A princess is my daughter. A queen got responsibilities. Wow. A queen is a woman who I have to respect. I have to respect my daughter, but my daughter, I pamper her. I'm the king. You know what I mean? I respect my daughter a lot, but I'm the king. You know what I mean? I'm the king. Oh yeah, baby, you just get spoiled. I need a queen. A queen gets more than spoiled. A queen gets spoiled. She get to be heard. She got power. You know what I mean? I need to sleep. I'm a powerful king. Energy is everything, right? If you don't want nothing in life, but you want to hang out with somebody who wants a lot of life, that shit don't work. People who want a lot of life, they don't want to be going and laying around with no low energy motherfuckers.
Absolutely not.
That's what I've been trying to teach them. That's why I said I don't want. I got this. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on.
Definitely got to catch a vibe.
Yeah, bro. This is real, man. We gotta wake up. I keep telling. I'm preaching to my daughter. We're preaching to my son. You gotta. When you get a family, you gotta work to keep your family. It's easy to make a family. It's hard to maintain a family. It's easy to make a family. It's hard to maintain. You gotta do your duties. You can't just be just all lazy and not doing shit. Everybody in there. My kids got responsibilities, cuz. I'm gonna be with a woman. I ain't got no responsibilities. My daughter, the princess, both of them got responsibilities. Their rooms got to be clean. You know, everybody in the world should have responsibilities. I thought that was a thing. Nobody want responsibilities no more. Everybody got away with this. I want to just live my life. I want to be free. What happened to not taking care of your family, not being free, not being with family is not free? You be more free with your family. Shit, all your family get together.
Yeah.
Y'all make more money. Y'all can be anywhere y'all want in the damn
world.
world. Just like the families that own everything, bro. That's real freedom. But hey, man.
But we know.
I guess I'll just be talking, man.
We got brains and we got hearts.
Yeah, man.
And we breathing right now.
Because said if the world was, I remember you asked me that. Besides, if the world was me and a whole bunch of Nadias, the world would be perfect. Shit, you asked me. We need the women.
I can't knock that.
Shit, I feel like the world be perfect, man. I don't care what people be saying, man.
Nah, that's your life. You gotta stand on it.
Yeah,
for sure. You standing on it.
Yeah, it's for me and my wife. I feel like if it was me, if it was more me and Nadia, the world would be perfect. Shit. And I feel like if more people thought like that, that'd be that. And I'm knocking people and all that, but this is another thing. Going back to that religious thing you said. I'm not knocking nobody, but I get tired of people calling me demonic because I don't believe in no goddamn God. You should respect me because I don't believe in something, a higher power that's scaring me to act right. I'm acting right on my own. I'm doing right on my own terms, on my own will. Sure. I'm not scared. I'm not doing it because I'm scared to go to hell or God is watching me. I'm doing it because I want to. I do it when nobody's looking. Because I'm looking. I don't do it because I think no God is looking. I know it because I'm doing it. I don't want to be on my own conscience.
Your children looking at you.
Yeah, I'm talking about when ain't nobody. I'm talking about even in closed doors when ain't nobody looking. I do it for my own consciousness.
Yep.
For my own self.
That's real.
Yeah, cuz I don't know what made me want to say that, but nah, because we always talk about it, man. I don't need no sky daddy or no sky devil scaring me to do right. I do right and make decisions on my own because that's what I believe in. I feel like I'm holding it down for my ancestors. Another thing I've been sitting and marinating in, man. About the ancestors, right? This is the craziest thing. Since we talking about religion, I'm not knocking no religion, but this is proof, right? Right, this is just crazy. I want people to really think about this. Okay, outside of the religious books, there's no proof of nothing of those happening, right? Outside of anything, even if you we can even go to the magnetic. We can say outside, we can't find nothing proof, but you know what you can find proof of, and everybody can find proof of. One thing we all can find proof of is our ancestors.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for your ancestors, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So it's proof that you had somebody living at the beginning of time. It's proof that you had somebody living since the light or however you believe happened. Why we don't give grace to them? That's all I'm saying. It's proof that they live, and it's proof if you take any one of them out, that you're gone. I'm not knocking. We can take out Jesus. I'm still here. I can look at it even on the Christian standpoint. I'm still here. I probably would go to hell when I die, or I'll probably do whatever they believe in, because I don't. But I'm still be here. You take out Tipping ain't easy. I'm not here, bro. You take out my mama, I'm not here, bro. Like legit. You know what I mean? Like legit. You can take out
something need to be talked about.
Yeah,
it's like looking at it
looking at it as more on that perspective.
Yeah, it's like you don't get here without them going through what they went through. They survived.
And we don't never give them credit.
They thrived. We don't
never give them credit, but you want to give everybody else credit. You want to give people who you read about credit. You want to give all these other people credit, bro. I'm not saying.
That's why I'm real big on family personally.
I'm giving credit to Tippin' Ain't Easy.
I'm giving
to
credit
Anna
to
Ray, to Tivia. You know what I mean? To Emma. You know what I mean? To John Lee. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To Anna Ray, to Sherman.
Absolutely.
To Mary. Those are my ancestors.
As we said, and I think that's a conversation that we need to have on a larger scale.
For real, cause we give think about it, cause we give all this grace, not knocking y'all, saying there's nothing wrong. It's okay to believe in your religion, bro. But you be saying all this about your religion.
There's a way to live life.
But
we ain't knocking it.
But why the hell you don't give grace to your ancestors, bro?
We ain't knocking it, but we ain't rocking it.
You can take away the book. We all still be here.
Yep.
You can't take away nobody's ancestors because they wouldn't be here.
Yep. 100%.
You can take away fucking
1,000,000,000%.
You can take away a lot of things, but if you take away one of our ancestors, we wouldn't be here. Ain't that crazy? I really thought about that. I said, damn, why people? I don't see why people tripping. I'm on to something here. People tripping. I mean, you want to read about this person, read and get inspiration. Mm-hmm. Learn about who your family is should be inspiration. Who we learned about today? What was our Rosin Smith? What was his name? Smith Rosin?
One of our ancestors, Smith Rollinson.
Smith Rollinson?
Yeah. Smith
Rollinson, man. That's our uncle or whatever.
I believe it's our great uncle.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
Phenomenal things, man. We'll share a little bit about that later.
Time. But still, man, like I was saying, that's inspiration, cuz.
For sure.
That's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's in my bloodline, bro. That's somebody who really lived, and I can activate that DNA. If that person didn't live, like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all giving too much grace to all these other people. Give grace to the people that's in you, legit. That's in you. Every single one of your ancestors is in you. That shit don't even make sense to me. They be like, oh, your grandpa, your grandma is that much into you. That don't make sense to me. Think about this. If my mama got my grandma, and you know what I mean? And my grandma got my grandma, that means I got all of them. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That means I got all of them because that all made my mama. So it takes you got every single one of your ancestors in you, not by 1%, not by 2%, 100%. I don't believe in that. Because we just saw a picture of your
traits from all of them.
Your brother looked like y'all great grandma. And if it wasn't for that picture, we would never knew. Because he don't look like y'all mama, but he looked just like her grandma or whoever she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my mother's great grandmother.
Yeah, he looked like his mother's great grandmother. Wouldn't even know if it wasn't for that picture. He looked just like her. We gotta start thanking those people, man. That's one thing that was on my brain. I said, I can't wait to let them know, man. I found out something. We be getting out this grace out here outside of our roots. Mm-hmm. We imagine a tree growing fruits for another tree. The roots gonna be like, man, why am I gathering all this sugar for? You getting it. Your roots gonna be like, what is you doing, bro? I'm gathering all this for you. And you trying to get your fruits to this other tree. You don't even know this tree. Let the fruits fall back down on our soil so that soil can break it down and the roots can suck it back up. You letting your roots and stuff your fruits fall everywhere else and passing your fruits around. Now your soil getting bad because you ain't fertilizing your soil. Let your fruits fall down on your soil so your roots can keep growing. Your roots is your ancestors. Keep letting them guide you. I'm giving my fruits to my ancestors. I ain't about to keep giving fruits to these other suckers. For real, bro. They ain't gonna help my soil grow.
That's solid, man. And you said a word right there, cuz. And in closing, man,
we can end it on that.
I wanna give you your flowers. I wanna give everybody that's been rocking with us.
Appreciate y'all.
The lineage leaders that's been tuning in to the episodes. We appreciate y'all. And y'all being extremely supportive. And we have some major things coming down the pipeline to help our family and y'all families too. Yeah. We're gonna find the people that we're gonna lock arms with, and we're gonna build this thing the right way. And the only way is family, because family is the foundation of freedom. And once we get our families back together, Everything around us changes.
That's just at the family reunions. Make sure y'all start introducing. Make sure y'all start inviting us to y'all family reunions and everything.
Yeah, we love to pull up.
We're gonna have the flyers and all that for y'all.
We love to pull up.
Prices and all, but we'll definitely host y'all family reunions, man. We about to have a dope one.
Absolutely.
Man, I know y'all saw it. I'm gonna put the commercial in here, so they gonna definitely see the commercial. But I still want to talk about it because it's gonna be that dope, man. I can't wait, cuz.
We got people coming from out of town to confirm. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
But family, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Lead Your Lineage.
I'm about to go eat.
And as we always say, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. My color just letting you. That's crazy.
Man, you know I always leave.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.